We are here braving a storm. I gotta admit, it's working out pretty well. Look at this, huh? All the water flowing right into our rain catchers here. 300% collection. Looking pretty good. These ones here helping out as well as a plus 46 on our water capacity right now. Nice storms. I like it. Welcome back to All Will Fall. So my metal collection is done here. The metal gathering hut, I should say. I got 2 workers assigned to that, so nobody's unemployed. No one can really build anything for now. And then I went ahead and I popped another event with the Beacon of Hope. So we got another 19 hours now looking for people. I'm really hoping, man. Really hoping. Okay, I got 15 hours before I can do this whole thing with like beyond basic needs thing. And so I think we need to address this. A bar, a junk shop, or a bathhouse? Bar, junk shop, or bathhouse? Well, I can give them none of those things. We can try the headquarters research, but it requires metal. The fight ring does not, so I guess we'll go down fight ring really quick. But I probably won't be able to do this, and it's just going to end up with everybody, you know, losing loyalty. But if I can get it, then I can get it, because it's great to, you know, give people some things to unwind on. I'm not going to give them, I don't think anyway, I'm going to give them a fight ring, but yeah. We have an electric junk catcher now. It produces junk output basically from the sea, and we can then use that junk output later on to get, where is it, recycling center, to recycle the junk into metal. But this requires some metal to research, and then on top of that requires 1.5 more electricity. So I really need to expand my electrical grid if I have any hope of powering this stuff, is where I'm getting at with this. So I think we're gonna go for that. I don't know why they're not allowing this. I don't know why people can't break this down, but I'm gonna have to adjust what we got going on over here just a little bit. I'm gonna just raise this up, and again, I don't know why you're not allowing that, but I feel like you really should be allowing this to happen. Let's try something else here. We're gonna go like this, and then I will place you underneath like that, and then a walkway there. All right, so I'm hoping maybe if you can stand here, then you can break that down. But either way, I need you to stand up here because I want to add some wind. I need some wind. And I was kind of thinking of lifting it up high with this, but now I'm thinking maybe that's just too much. It's 8 wood as opposed to, you know, building up a bigger one, but yeah, this is 6 wood. I could put it up here with this one. Maybe this is the way to go. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's like stick this up in the air. We could do it like this. That should be all right. And then we can add our wind turbine on top of that. That'll look okay. So as we build that, we just need to have a ladder that takes them up there to maintain it, right? That's the plan. So right about there, right there, should be all right. I brought chinging into my home. That's what it is now. I'm gonna do that right there. Unable to reach their home. Oh, you know what? It's this. It's the same thing that happened last time. And you know what? I'm gonna say maybe we go something like, I don't know if it's gonna let me do this and have stability still, but I'm gonna have this like that. I'm gonna have you guys be able to walk all the way around that. There you go. You should be able to reach your home now. I'm not sure why it says you can't. You can totally do that. You shouldn't need any. Yeah, that's a bit weird that it's saying you can't reach your home. I feel like maybe that's just not updating. Unable to reach their home. Where is this tenant at? Oh, are you guys? Whoa. Whoa. You don't have any path on this side then. Oh, I see. You decided to walk over here, then tore this down, and now you have no way back. I can fix that. I can do something about that. Let's have you go like this. Now you have a way back. There you go. And then I can break this down because it's not necessary anymore. Okay. There we go. Let's make a shortcut here, because I feel like this is just a pain in the ass right now. So I'm going to bring that shortcut back so they don't have to go all the way around it in weird ways. Fight ring's done. I've got 8 hours for the junk shop, bathhouse, etc. So let's come over here. Social. And do I want to give them a bar? See what all the inputs are. So this has a food input, which we're doing really well on now. Bathhouse has a water input. It's 2 water input versus 1 food. Okay. I still think that's a pretty good trade. And it's a 1 serving situation here. Production time is 4 hours. Production time is 4 hours. And then there's the junk shop, which has a 1 junk input. Okay. I mean, this is okay. It's just giving people leisure time is all this is. So uses junk to boost happiness, uses water to boost happiness, uses food to boost happiness, right? So let's take and use the junk. Let's do the junk shop. Is it the same research cost? No, it's not. It's much more expensive on wood this way, which is okay. I've got a lot of wood, so I think I'll do the junk shop. New event just popped up, says advanced buildings will need metal. Try looking around, finding some spots, or try researching special cranes, etc., etc. So I can say I know how to get it, and that'll get me a lot of influence if I could just get the metal. Or I could say one of the group leaders had a good idea. This will give me more loyalty, and I just need to have the metal dredger researched, which takes metal to research, so I would have to also build the metal after that. So I think I have a much better chance of just saying I know how to get it now that I have the gathering hut. Oh man, they did not finish before the end of the workday. They didn't finish. Oh, that's a drag, man. If they had just finished the research, I could build it, but they didn't do it before the. So I'm gonna end up losing some loyalty here, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's fine. Whatever. It's 1 loyalty. We'll get it back. They didn't finish this either, though. So getting that done, I need to get junk collection started. So I think maybe we'll place the electric junk catcher. Ooh, it's a really wide area, isn't it? Yeah, it's just 49% right there, though. Okay. Well, it needs to be maybe over here then. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it over here. It's just really far down, so I would prefer to put it maybe right here. Can I stick you right here? That's not bad. We can make that work. Yeah, right. I'm trying to get it to scoot out. It's not gonna do it. Come on, scoot out. Now! Right there. Yeah, like that. And it's mounted at the top, too. So it's got support at the top as well. So that's pretty neat. So we can do it there. That'll help us in gathering some of that junk. And I think there's really not a good way to get over here to this. So probably before they build this, I would want to tear this out and then provide a replacement for that floor. And I could do that with this for now. Or not. That's not where I want that. Oh, no. There we go. Up here. Yep, like that. So just a replacement for the floor, and then they can break down the other one. All right. So, again, still need people to work these jobs. Beacon of Hope. Can we get it? Yeah. This is what I want. 2 more people. So 2 more people coming in. None of them are workers. They're all engineers. Oh my God, they're all engineers. All right, give me the junk. Engineers. And then I'm going to do it again. I guess we're going to say Beacon of Hope again, right? Oh, hang on. Did I do it again? Yeah, right here. Go. So this is what the fuel's for, really, is sending out these beacons. But we have started in collecting metal. So this wall piece here is gone, and I can now go ahead and do that. The junk shop is completed on research. There's only... No, I didn't have... Yeah, the research went away, right? It went away to first. So I need this. And the junk catcher should be able to bring in the junk. And then we need a recycling center to make that into metal, which we don't have. The junk shop will pull junk in. So, okay. Let's... Where do we want the junk shop to be? Should we bring it down to the 3rd level? We could do that. I kind of wanted more processing stuff happening down here. I was thinking... yeah, I don't know if I want to have the shop here. I think the shops on the 2nd floor make more sense to me. So let's try that. We'll say shop on the 2nd floor. Maybe we go like this with it. Just need to leave enough room to walk. So I'd have to go around the long way to get to the water if I did that. But wondering about, well, maybe here. This is okay. As far as spaces go, it's... No, because then they can't get to this side. This kind of sucks, this area in here. Let's put it back to back with this then. We'll put it here for now. I might have, need to move some buildings around later because this doesn't look very laid out, but it's because of like all these random wall segments that I couldn't break down until now. And now I can break them down. And so that allows me to kind of move things around a little bit better later on. So, okay. Gaining more influence with the headquarter. Now the headquarter, I think, takes power. You think I lack power? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is good, though. I think if I say this, I just get the 10 influence, so okay. But if I put the headquarter in, I mean, it makes sense to put it on this area here, but part of me also wants to put it on a different building because there's a lot of stuff going on here anyway. And so I could place it over here, depending on how big it is. How big is it? Oh, did I not? I don't think I researched it yet, did I? Hang on. I didn't. No. Okay. How about we grab bathhouse, maybe, on research, or do I keep going down the gathering? Yeah. Probably go down let's go down production. Get the recycling center. Yeah. That's definitely what we want to do. Get the recycling center so we can get more metal. And then I guess if I do this, then that will confirm my intentions of doing the metal dredger. So if I do that first, it would take me 10 metal to do that. But then I can't build the dredger without 30 additional metal. So now I still think the recycling center is the way to go here. It's better than just doing whatever these guys want because they want it. But I will promise this, and then I need to fulfill that promise. So I think the recycling center is definitely the way to prove that promise, or the way to do that promise. Shocking news. We've started producing electricity. People have been getting shocked and sometimes even obtaining serious injuries. Well, dry your hands next time. Let's insulate all the wires. It's going to cost me 50 junk, but it gains loyalty from everybody. So let's do that. And then do I want to move the demolition hut? I think so. All of this is basically a waste. And there's a lot of stuff they could be doing in here instead, plus over here too. I think I'm going to move this, get it out of the way, and clear the path for something better in that spot. Let's move this over here for now. Maybe like this for now. I want to kind of... Yeah... on top of this floor that's really shaky. Maybe on top of this. That wouldn't be too bad. Could put it on top of this. Yeah, put it right there. That's all right. It's really quick to access it, is the idea. And then we just need to make sure that they actually can access that quickly. So we'll gotta go like this, and then yeah, that'll be fine. I would like to eventually break down this floor here because I can get resources for it, but It's all right. As long as they can walk on it, then fine. One worker in there, and we'll have even more people able to take things there. Can we reach this? I believe we can now, right? Yeah. So I want to clear the yellow crates requirement here too. And so for that, I'm going to say we pull one of my engineers off of the wood catcher, and we're going to pull another engineer off of something. Let's pull them off of the research. That's not something I should do. Although now that I have the recycling center, I kind of need to pull them off the research. Metal support buildings is what I've been trying to get to, because these support blocks and stuff are way stronger. They're able to go, I'm able to go way more places with these things. So I wanted to go after this, but that requires 5 tools, and I don't have tools yet. So we got to keep going down to get more there. Sand extraction, input, output. Yeah, it's going to take fuel. I don't have a way of making my own fuel yet, so no. Let's also do a range upgrade. Buildings get plus 3% range. Okay. Maybe. Metal smelters. Uses junk and fuel to produce metal. I think the recycling center is going to do that for me, though. It just takes power. So I just need more electricity, even more. Let's do that research then. Let's get a water wheel. Generates electricity when it rains. That's pretty situational. The steam generator is probably better. Let's do the steam generator instead. All right. So for the recycling center, I don't have the metal to build that yet. But I want to make sure I hit this before the extra thing there. So I'm going to hit this here. And then if I can get this and fulfill that promise, then I can get like 40 additional influence there, which is great. On the fertilizer side, I think we're good on food, honestly. So we can get more happiness from food here too. Let it digest first is going to just get me +1 happiness from food. So that'll bump me up. But it looks like it also reduces work efficiency across the board, which isn't something I want to do at the moment. So I think I'm just going to bank the influence for now. I don't think I really need to spend it just yet. And we still don't have the people on this. When we do get people, maybe it'll be 2 more. I have enough housing for them already. However, I have this cleared out. So I'm going to go ahead and add another wooden house here. It would make a lot more sense for me to wait for metal houses. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the wooden houses to expand until I have a good supply of metal for metal houses. And then at that point, you know, I can take a look at adding a residential block somewhere else. And one of the places that we could totally do that is over here in the center here, because we have a tree here. This tree gives +4 comfort to nearby houses. And this is pretty good. You want a lot of comfort for them. You want a lot of green environments and stuff. And then we can expand that over time as well. We can expand to do bigger and better, you know, green areas and everything. So I might look into that once I have like metal structures and stuff too. I don't know if it's a good thing to just build any houses right here, because it's probably the worst spot for that tree to appear. But I'm just looking at it as like how can I incorporate with supports and stuff housing in this area, and I don't know. We have some concrete here to provide some stability, and if I look down below, you know, there's some walls still that we might be able to attach to. There's a little bit of stuff here, so we might be able to attach like on the ground here where all the support really is, that foundational support. We could then use the metal houses to build up and have like a housing block in this little area that is near this tree. I don't know. The tree is probably not that important, but here's our steam generator. That's going to give us a lot more power. Now, the question really is where to put it. And I was hoping to maybe put it over here in this area and then have metal supports to bring people over here. But it looks like maybe we can get away with, let's see, I have 151 wood. This says it's a large bridge-like path to support things above it. It's not going to support itself much, though. It's really just limited. I'm just limited to what wood can do is what I'm the problem right now. If I go there with it, and then I can come over here with it. So that'll let me get over there. That's the next step, is to get over there. So we go like this, and then we just let the bridge be like that. It's high enough now to where it will go over top of the boats, no problem. Then we can go ahead and add a ladder. Let's say, oh, that's in the way. Well, we can clear that. I just have to get some way up there to clear it. Yeah, let's try this. That should be high enough for them to get to that and clear it. Trying to see if I can get a visual of this floor. Yeah, it's not really giving me what I want on the visual there. Let's see if we can get that cleared. But then also just, I need to get them around. Maybe I can just do this. That should be all right. Yeah, that should be all right. And then if we do this, we can now have the ladder be like that. So that'll get them over there. Yeah. All right, cool. So now that they're down here, they can go that way and they can go across this. So once they get across this, I think maybe I can have my steam generator be down here. Storm comes in and then rain. So this is the new normal tide level, I think, is what this is. I don't think I need to worry about it being buried here. Because the green algae stuff is gone off the walls now. So I think that's usually your visual indication of where your default sea level is now. So if I wanted to put one of these steam generators, they have a lot of pollution. And so I'm trying to avoid that being nearby anybody. But yeah, I could put this right here. That's not bad. Right here on the edge of this. Sure. Right there. And then on the underside of this, I'll just add a couple of supports, but it's not really all that critical. I can deal with just one support, honestly. Come on, bring this back up. Oh my goodness, this game and its camera. Yeah, just right about here. Just something that adds a little bit of support underneath it. No problem. All right, and then from there, we want to get a ladder that comes down this side. So we'll say probably, yeah, let's go from this side. We'll say here or underneath it. Yeah, I want them to be able to come down the ladder. So we'll say here on this side. Yep. And then, well, that's actually one level too low, isn't it? Yeah. And then I need that to be there and there. I believe that will get them onto the platform I need them to be on, as long as they can reach this, which they should be able to. If for some reason they can't reach that, then I can go like this, and that will guarantee that they can reach it. Okay. Now I just need more people. That's it. It's the only thing that's changing your life. Come on. Come on. Losing workers for more sailors. It's just nobody wants to be a worker. Everybody wants to be something else. All right. And I'm going to have to like fork over some stuff here. I don't want to fork over influence. So it's going to be this. I want to keep you where you are. I can't have I can't have the worker shortage. It's ridiculous. The workers are just like, no, man, I don't want to be here anymore. Let me do something else. All right, there's our steam generator. And now it looks like I need a person to work it, because of course I do. Okay, missing water. Hi, what's this? Someone's been stealing water from our reserves. Okay, we can spread the news. People will help us. There. I have enough people to do this. I have enough happiness with people to do this. So we'll just have that happen and we'll resolve it for free. All right. So I guess I'm just waiting for the people. And this is what this is. Okay. Beacon of Hope. Help recover everybody. No workers. Still no workers. Okay. Sailors are going to work with the steam generator. Yep. That's where I'm going to put sailors. If you don't want to be workers, then that's it. Now, there might be a way to convert them. I don't know if there's a way for me to manually tell them to become some other job, but I am going to need to take this fuel that I have and run this again. So I'm going to do this again in hopes that I can get somebody else. I'm also not getting a whole lot of, rescue me, rescue us, please. I'm not getting a lot of that either, unless it's the word spreads. Maybe there it is. Maybe that's it. Yeah, there it is. All right, so these are engineers. You can pay. I mean, engineers are fine, I guess. I can't. I just need people. I can't be picky on what they work, I guess. But yes, you can stay 3 engineers in exchange for some of your goods as well. All right, so that nearly fills up my housing capacity. When the beacon is done working, it will fill my housing capacity for now. But of course, we have more housing that we can build, and I have a little bit of wood that I can go forward with that. And so we would have this house be, I think, here. Okay. And then what we would do very quickly with not a lot of wood cost is just to come over here. All right. And I would just have this. That's not where that's supposed to be. Come on now. Right. Like this. Just do that for a second. But see how that's working with the stairs, right? They either go left or they go right or they go up. Did you just flick me off? You're just like, hey. I think she just got that right there. I want to see that animation again. Yeah, what's that? Up yours. Crazy. My gosh. Jeez, you do everything for these guys, right? And this is how they treat you. It's crazy. All right, well, I gotta wait for the people to come in now, and it's gonna take a bit. But 3 passive electricity production, and then we have the steam generator producing some more. So all of our buildings that need that, like the junk. Oh, right, but nobody's working it. Hang on. I got people working that. Yeah, 2 engineers are working that. So we can bring that junk in. Okay. And then the wood, I need another engineer to pop back in on that wood catcher. Keep going with that, please. And then we have this over here, which can start breaking down all this stuff. So I think we send 2 engineers to this box. Tell me what's inside this box. Maybe something good. Or maybe it'll be another locked safe where I need tools to unlock it again. Yeah. It is. Okay. Well, that's not going to work. We'll wait until we have the tools for that one too. So I need tools for that one. I need tools for this one. Or just more engineers. It does work if I get, I think, 25 engineers. Is what it is? Yeah. Oh, 25 happiness. Oh. Well, hang on. Engineers can now have more food. And then I can open both of these boxes because this one works the same way. So I can clear both of the lock safe events if I just make them a little bit happier. All right, the engineers are happy. So let's go in and we're going to say engineers can probably open it. And we'll hit that and it's going to give us 25 goods. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and do the other one here. Engineers can probably open it. And an additional 25 goods. So lots and lots of goods. Now we can trade and stuff when traders get here. That'd be nice. I went ahead and expanded the walkways here around this new metal area here. We're going to be developing this. I just not quite sure exactly how we're going to be developing it yet, but we're going to be. Up here, though, there's a pile of tools, and I'd like to really get to that. That sounds like a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and have this place right here, bring that up like that. And now we have access to some tools. That's what we need, because below we have a valuable crate, and this has a 5 fuel and 3 tool input cost on that. And so if we can get people up, which is why I've got this walkway here ready to go. Get up there and then climb up this ladder. We can get those tools up there. That'll be pretty big. I'm going to put some wind turbines up there too, I think, right here on the top. Let's just go ahead and mark that in, because that's a nice little spot for that too. Let's put that, yeah, put it out facing this direction. I'm just, for whatever reason, cannot get it to cooperate, but it's okay. I think, yeah, I need to put a little bit more supports underneath it, I think. So maybe just like one extra support here, but that doesn't work. All right, that doesn't work. So here's what we'll do instead then. Let's see about... I want the stats on this. It's just, this is harvestable stuff, but I would like to use it. At least on this one, I'd like to use it. Maybe it's better to harvest it and then build my own. Maybe that's the play. So I'm researching wood crane right now because I would like to get more. I'm really low on wood, and there is frequently stuff that's, you know, floating around, and I would like to get it a little bit more efficiently, especially if I can come over here, like let's build a crane right here and just have it all just happening. That'd be nice. But probably a better research for me to go ahead and do right now would be metal support buildings instead. I just need the tools. I've been waiting for the tools. And so this little this cache of tool right here, this would be good. It has 20 resources in it. All right, 20 tools, right? And so we spend 3 of them to open this, and then 5 of them on the metal research. I think that's probably where I should go on this. We found the water thieves. All right, so bring back all the stuff you stole and you're free. They're going to give 100 water to me. They're just kids, let them go. That will give all the loyalty, whatever. We should encourage our kids. Now they work for me. Hey, look, 3 additional citizens. I like that. Let's do that. Hey, you work for me. They're engineers. God, again. There's no such thing as a worker in this camp. No, it's just like nobody wants to do the hard work, all right? Everyone wants to be a specialist. All right? At some point, we got to teach our kids it's okay to be a plumber. Okay? We need more. It's okay. You don't have to be some fancy schmancy engineer, all right? Not everybody needs a master's degree. Some people, you know, you're destined to be a handyman, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? We need it desperately. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm going to bring the engineers over here to unlock this box. And then here's our beacon of hope coming in again, right as people wake up, too, which is nice because I don't have to immediately grab housing and stuff. So there we go. We have one more worker finally. Finally found our plumber. All right, so let's grab one more house. Yep, right here is good. And then we'll just make sure that we get the... Oh, come on. Move over that way. No, don't go that... Why would you go that direction? Don't go that direction. Go this direction. There we go. Just like that. There we go. All right, then. That'll provide the housing for them. Good. We got this. There's a funky smell coming from it. Oh, good. That sounds great. Yeah, everyone get away from it. Except you. You're going to just... She likes the funky smell. She's got huge gloves on, too. Huh? Look at her forearms. This is pie. All right. Funky smell. Found some supplies, but they have some kind of funky smell. All right, so it's good. Ignore the smell. That gives me 50 food, and everyone loses loyalty. Fermented food is actually good for your health. Lose even more loyal influence. Sailors know how to cook it. I like that. Yeah, happiness. Sailors are happy. They can cook this, and we'll get 50 food for it. So there we go. Additional food for us. Very nice. And then this box in here, send the engineers to go ahead and get that one too. So lots of yellow boxes accessible for me now. Definitely loving that. I want to go ahead and get the resources from all of this area here too. Let's open this up so we can start working this. Definitely want to do that. And we can open up kind of all this stuff, I think. So this, we got metal just drifting. And it would be very nice to be able to get some of these things, right? A metal boat, for example, would be great. But I'm working on wood crane instead. I just feel like maybe I'm misplaying that. But we don't have the tools yet. Nobody's coming over here to get this. There we go. Now somebody's coming up here to get this. So if I can get that, there's 4 tools there. I can send 2 engineers to get this. Everyone needs it. Let's see what it says. Found a bunch of resources in perfect condition. It seems everyone could find a use for this. All right, so workers need more equipment. This will give 3 loyalty, or I need it right now. Hey, that's great. Those tools are great. We're going to take those tools. So that gives me 18 tools. Fantastic. I'm going to swap away from the current research source here. I'm just trying to think of how to go about this. I think a gravity battery would be a good research to start too. Gravity batteries are great, and that's what I intended to use, but I want metal support buildings, I think, here to really start building longer bridges and getting out to places that I couldn't get to before. Where's my target, though? Right here, really, is I want to get over here, because as soon as I access one of these buildings, I'm close enough to access them all. Maybe a little bit extra here, but if I can reach this one, I can reach the rest of them, is what I'm saying. So, all right, just finished up the wood crane wide building, and so we're going to put this in place near this chain thing that's supposedly supposed to stop things, right? So we're going to put it over there. I do want to scoot it to where it's close to this pillar. It's kind of like putting it as close to the actual chain thing as possible. We have another event, though. It says it says can't get out. We found some good stuff, but part of it is stuck, and we can't get it all out. All right, so can't risk it. Take the parts of it. We'll get 20 metal and 20 tools. If I said I don't have time for this, use our best tools. Buildings destroyed, large steel block, steel pillar, steel... and then I lose tools to get it. Or we can remove the obstacle and get out. Now, this is to find a way to remove it. Okay, so I don't have what it takes to do that. Now, if I was to use the tools, then I could open this and get in it, which is what it's asking me to do here. Buildings destroyed. So it would be this tile there, and then one of the steel pillars looks like. Yeah, and then so like some of the stuff in the floor and everything would go and get destroyed. But we would get whatever's inside this. It's this valuable crate. And again, I have to give up all my tools to get that. So I have some time, I think, to decide that. There's no time limit on it, so I'm just going to wait. And then we have a new group, Outsiders. So it says new group, Outsiders. Our settlement has grown, and outside world is becoming more aware of it. Outsiders are people who might be vagabonds, people who can't work, or just need help. They do not consider themselves part of our settlement, but they can join other social groups over time if you train them by using special school buildings. As time goes on, fewer and fewer skilled people will join your city, so consider using Outsiders as an alternative. Outsiders have low maximum loyalty and don't contribute to maximum influence. So basically, we bring them in, and they're kind of not somebody that we can assign to workplaces until we train them. But we could train them in what we want to train them in, which means I can train workers. I like that. So Outsiders gain loyalty, and I also get the engineering school, sailing school, or worker school. All right. Say everyone is welcome. Let's do that. So now I have the ability to put it in different schools. This is the worker school. That's where I'm going. I'm going to do that right away. And let's place this. It's pretty big. You can put it on the edge, but I think I'm going to set it somewhere else. Let's use a different building. You know, maybe we set it on the edge over here. Not entirely opposed to that. I don't really need all of this. Yeah, this is like kind of an interesting clipping thing happening here, isn't it? You know what? I think that's how I'm going to play this. I'm going to place it over here, and let's do that. Worker school. And if I place it, let's say, I'm not sure how they get in. Is it from this side? Maybe just put it over here even. Worker school can be all the way over on this edge. Put some schools over here. This thing is huge. It's just enormous. What are the other schools like? Sailing school? Okay, so that's pretty big too. So they all have, like, this has a clear path in. Okay, the clear path in is this way. Okay. So, I'm gonna say the worker school. Maybe we set it down here by the power. I could place it right here. It's kind of in the way of working in that power, though. I didn't want to occupy this space on the inside, but maybe something like a school is appropriate to place down here. I think we'll make it work. Well, I'm going to place the school here. Kind of down there in that lower floor. And then any outsiders we get, we're going to want to get them into training on that. There it is. We're going to build that up. There we go. And then it looks like we need a worker to work there. So one worker works there and then trains outsiders. Okay. Sailing trader. We have 63 goods. So let's make it good. 60 metal is pretty huge. We're going to start needing that stuff soon. The sand is going to be important when it comes time to make more tools. I think I'd rather have the metal because we use the metal to make tools anyway. The sand, I don't have the technology to get it. I can get it. I just don't have the tech right now to get it. I don't need any more wood. Although, making fuel requires... I have so much over here. We're going to need the metal. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the metal from them. Because I'm going to need it to get over onto this awesome. This is awesome. I want to get there. And then all of this too. So, yeah. We're going to work on that. I think maybe I can get... Once I get the metal blocks. Right now I'm researching greenhouse. But I want to get here next. So after greenhouse, I'm going metal support buildings. We've heard about this place. Have you? Cool. Says, what a shit-ass looking town. They told me this place had plenty of stuff. But judging by the looks of it, we probably should have brought you something instead. Yeah, something for you instead. So anyway, I don't have much time, so fill our boats up and do all the stuff. Yeah. So they're like pirates. How about a weekly payment plan? I'm not going to do that. Cut his throat while he's talking. I lose 50 influence for doing this. But importantly, I don't lose any resources. And I can't really do this because I don't have that much. Did you just call my town a shithole? Yeah, he did. And look, workers' happiness. This is to fight them. We can fight them if our workers are a little bit happier. I got time. Yeah, I got lots of time. Let's make the workers happier. We're going to go a little bit more water for you guys, and that should tip you over the edge. And then we'll just have our workers fight them. That's fine. That's way better. Now they're 32 happiness, right? So we just say, hey, how about... Did you just call my town a shithole? Fight with them. Yeah. Done. Now everyone's passionate and happy enough to fight. Cool. Found this place. Yep. These are outsiders, right? So we can cultivate their class, if you will. We can their social group or whatever. We can bring them into the worker social group by training them to be workers. That'll be very good. And yes, goodbye. Not goodbye. Hello. Yes, hello. If you can pay, you can stay. Is what I was looking for. Is that? Yeah, I would rather have that. I'm okay on influence. I want goods for trades and stuff. So yeah. We will bring them in that way. So now I need more housing. Thankfully, I've got that covered. I got the whole workflow for that covered pretty well. So let's go ahead and add additional houses. Yeah. So we'll go like that and like that. And then let's get our houses off of... let's go like this. Come on now. Camera. You can do it. Like that. And that should give us enough to build it up. And I don't know whether or not we have enough to store everybody. I just brought in, what, 6 people? Here we go. Yeah. A 56 capacity now. Beautiful. All right. I should probably build the others and then put a roof over it just to do it. So I'm going to do that. That way I got the roofs and stuff done. And I can get the benefits of that. And then we could do the same collection method over here. But it's a little more challenging on this side. I don't know if I should put that into the torch here, but I don't think it'll matter. I think I'm overthinking it. I'm not sure the game's that deep. There we go. All right, so now we just need to get our balcony sorted on this side. There we go. And that will take care of what we need for our housing district. At least temporarily, until we want to have more housing, right? But metal housing will be next. This is all I'm doing for wooden housing. So we'll start getting metal housing in another location somewhere. Personal project. Captain, I'm working on my personal project. I used to have a workshop back in the day. Could you spare any resources? Might be able to come up with something. Could use a place to work, maybe a demolition hut as my personal workshop. We don't do personal projects here unless they're mine. I don't know. Like, what's he gonna... He's working on a personal project. He used to have a workshop back in the day. So is he gonna need me to give him stuff? Because I don't know what kind of stuff he might need, but okay, you can use one demolition hut, I guess. We want to change our leader. Okay, so these guys are the engineers. So right now, our engineer, all of our engineers are getting +5 happiness, which is pretty big, and they're almost to this one, where they're going to give +1 production output to the workplaces, which is very good. And the cheerleader is giving us +15% work efficiency in society. So how do we want to do that? Well, it looks to me like that one's not bad. Production bonus and an electric greenhouse on this guy. Okay, walk speed, carry capacity. This one's pretty good too, but it's not as good as the others. I actually like the cheerleader. But if I tell them no, then it's so punishing to tell them no. You kind of have to let them elect their own people. So I'm going to go with this expert here. Electric greenhouse is much better here, I guess. He's going to give me a bonus to food production. So not as useful today, but I am actually working on that. And I'm actually working on greenhouse. So maybe I switch to the electric greenhouse in my research instead. Maybe I switch to that. It takes 30 metal, but yeah, let's do that instead. I'm almost done with it. I just need a few more things. His personal project, of course. So he needs me to give him stuff. 20 metal. Finish it with what you have. 20 metal. What are you working on? All right. I'll do it. I don't know what I'm going to get out of this. Oh my gosh, again. I'm almost done with it. I just need a few more things. What? More metal? Dude, I have plans for this metal. I have plans for this metal, sir. I don't have to do this right now. I can wait. Yeah, there's no timer on this. So let's wait. Because like I said, I have plans for this metal. Why don't we give you one more sailor in that boat? And I'd like to get like metal boats would be nice too, you know? Not metal boats like the boats are made of metal, but metal boats as in boats that go out and get metal, as opposed to the ones that get wood right now. That'd be very ideal. I like the idea of having a housing district over here in this area too later. As far as what's going on, we're going to have rain now, wind for a little while, then low tide, then it comes back up. So it's going to drop another 4 meters and then come back up to where it is. This right here, I think, is the new norm. All right, then. And did I get done with my battery or no? I never got my gravity battery. I do wish I could research 2 things at once. If you have 2 researches, I wish you could research 2 things at once. But I suppose it's one of those things where it's all the same, you know, like you're just going to get done with this one faster, but I don't know. For me, it doesn't feel like it's all the same. Let's get another society lab. And I'm going to place this one right below down here like this. I like taking a second and just listening to the sounds and, you know, stopping and watching people work and everything. And there's some pretty good sound design in a lot of these machines. I was listening to this. And there's nobody working there now, but, you know, it makes noise as it's working throughout the day and everything with the engines running and everything. I just think it's cool. It's interesting that it sounds like this. See, like that to me sounds a lot like a gasoline engine or something, right? Like it sounds like it doesn't sound like it's being run off of the electrical from my wind turbines, but I guess. How come this one's spinning and these ones aren't? Like all three of them have 100% wind intensity. At the moment, I guess, right? Wind is at 100%, but yet only one of them is spinning. I just think that's interesting. Yeah. But I do need to get batteries, and the gravity battery is the thing I'm kind of working towards here. We have group leaders fighting once again. I can say they're all equally worthless once again and get even more influence, which I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to tell them they're all equally worthless. And that's going to give me enough influence to really start pushing some of this. Now, I need more food badly. And we're almost to an electric greenhouse, which is nifty. And I think I got enough electric to make that happen. Yeah, I think we're producing enough to make that happen, especially with the steam going through there. But the thing is, I really need to get like growing trees and stuff too. And I'm tempted to start setting that up over here on this. I need to figure out the best place to go about doing that. And, you know, I mean, maybe even doing it over here. I just got to clear a lot of the stuff out. We have enough wood to scavenge. We don't need to do it right away. Like, there's a lot of wood to scavenge, but I am thinking about that for the future. I'm thinking about, like, where am I going to be growing trees? Because eventually, you know, all the stuff we're collecting, it's going to be collected, and we're going to have used it. So with research completed here on the electric greenhouse, it's time to set up some more food production. And I'm thinking like right here. Does it produce faster? That should be the thing I'm looking at here. So production time is 6 hours on this one and 6 hours on this one too. Same number of workers. I can also put more things on top of the electric green ones, the greenhouse ones too. I would suspect it's because this one needs to have a lot of like natural lighting. So it's like thin glass and stuff, and to where this one maybe artificial lighting because of the energy. So that maybe is the thing. Let me see what it looks like when I try to build it, because I know what the other greenhouses look like. Yeah, so this has a flat edge. It's a flat roof to it. I can stack things on top of this, which could be the deciding factor on whether I'm using it or not. I just don't know. Maybe I'll do one of each just to kind of see how that goes. And I'll have it hanging off the edge here, I think is probably better. So tell you what we'll do is I'll place this greenhouse here. That will be that one. Ooh, purple. I like it. And then as we get the other greenhouse set up, we can place that one. Yeah, we'll place that one right here. But I need to have people. Let's put the sailors in there. I need to have people growing food. So let's get that going. And, you know, we'll preserve water a little bit. We are at a water deficit without rain. So, I mean, there's some merit to that. I just need to make sure that I have some power capacity increases going on with this too. We can now get up here, which is nice. So why don't I think about doing this? Let's get this gathered. Make this a flat edge. God, do I want to do that though? I like this thing, but I think building up my own is going to be better. And having this. Yeah, I think for now we'll do that. And then maybe on the Steam side of things, we can get another one. Whoops. Hey, camera. There you go. Maybe on the Steam side of things over here, we can get another one, add more power capacity there. And now we just are really going to start struggling for the sake of, well, We're going to start struggling for wood here in a second. Let's put this, yeah, right here next to it, I suppose is fine. I don't think this is going to be in the way. I'm just worried about, like, I could scavenge things on the edge here. I could be using this edge. And so now I'm actually leaning towards going in the interior edge here on this side. I think that's better. If I move this, let me move this storage to be here for a second. Let me move this to be in here. Yeah, let's move this like right in here, like that. And then I'll slide this out of the way again. Let's have them move this over. We'll take this and move it over too. So it will be in here to help with stability. All right, so now our power can kind of be nested in here a little bit. I think that's probably better. I just want to see the modeling and whether or not I should have had it the other way. No, I think this is okay. This looks like the edge that people would interact with, right? Yeah, sure. And there's definitely some merit in having this be collected. We'd love to have that happen. Let's, can I do that? No? Yeah, get in here. Get in here and get this stuff. I think you can. I think you can. And then, yeah, from here, then I can move this storage to just be next to it, about like right in the center is fine, right there. And then I can add another steam generator right here next to it. That should be acceptable in terms of, well, stability, I was going to say, but maybe not. Hold on. Let's see if we can get it to... All right, let's slow this. Bring this in right about like that. Yeah, so like on this wall, I need to have, I think, something going right here just to help it. Yeah, something like that would be fine. Just to give it a little bit more stability there. All right, then. Yeah, and then I just put people to work here. So we put an engineer here. We put an engineer here. I think one, yeah, just one of each is okay for both generators. And we'll have even more power production as we prepare for batteries. Gosh, I think that's got to be next. Batteries, just to know. Just so I know this is all going to work. There we go. Greenhouse. The other greenhouse is here now. So we can place the other greenhouse, which is going to look different. Yeah. And like this one is, you know, all about that natural lighting. Even when things seem hard, people can still find comfort in silly little things. Even if it's just a carved penguin. Hey. Little celebration for morale. Well, this... Oh, sorry, penguin. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. I'm like, this doesn't look like a penguin. Yeah. It's a pumpkin. Oh, nice. People trying to replicate my face. It's good for morale. I like it. Let's do that. And now we have a decoration tab, which I have been wanting to get to, but there just hasn't been things more important than productivity up until now. And so I want people to walk past this. You know what? We're going to place it right here. I want people to walk past this and be like, hey, it's a pumpkin. There. That's neat. Okay. Do we want anything else? Do I want a fight ring? I did unlock it. Sailor school, no. Engineer school, no. I can add another fireplace, maybe for the leisure things, but that's not really that important. I like where people are hanging out already. Although, there might be limited space. I don't think they can... Yeah. I think I need more of these for hanging out. Let's put one there. And let's put another one maybe right here. Nah, that's in the way. We can stick one down here. If they want to hang out down here, they can hang out down here too. So now that we're directly using that water to grow food, let's get a sun distiller and maybe lead that into a water warehouse from there. Electric desalinator would probably be even better here. It looks like it would be an enormously better thing. Yeah. So you might get the sun distiller and then work towards the electric water desalinator. It's quite expensive on power, but I feel like if we can keep these operational and get a good supply of wood coming in and stuff all the time, then good. Outsiders would like to become citizens. Let them join the workers. Yay! I like the social... I like... The other option was I like the balance. What balance? There's no balance here. All right. We can add a worker here. That's good. And then I want to start tearing this stuff down. Just remove all of that. Yeah, and these things here too. And these, that's good. We can just get all those resources all up and down here. Sure. Just whatever you can get, go ahead and get. Although I think these aren't marked because you can't get down here. I can fix that right here though. Yes, I can. I can fix that right here. We can go ladder. And then from there, it goes, well, no, it really doesn't, does it? Because that stuff's in the way. Let's do it this side then. That's going to block the door. Yeah. I can do it on this side. That's not as good. All right, we're going to do it a little weird here, but it'll work. So we'll put that there, put this here, and then we're going to put this here. And that'll let people come down here. So now they can come down. Nope, hang on. Now they can come down. There we go. So we should be able to get people right down in there. There we go. Start clearing that stuff out of there. I like it. We're off to a good start, you know? I think we're off to a pretty good start. I'd like to get more advanced stuff, but that's what I'm working towards right now. Okay. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We're doing super good on food. So much so that I think really we need to get the water under control now. So if I dial this back and then dial this up, that'll kind of cancel out a little bit of their unhappiness problem here, but I can do something like that. And then I don't really want to bump this up too much, but yeah, we'll get the outsiders to do it too. Or maybe this is motivation, you know, maybe outsiders, right? They're motivated to become citizens so they can have more resources. Yeah. There's our sun distiller. We're going to start positioning those next video. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.